The first reviews of Sonic Frontiers appeared shortly before the game's November 8 launch date, and most critics were pleased with the project. There are some questionable decisions and technical issues, but it seems that Frontiers turned out to be a lot better than what fans expected after the initial announcement. Here's your little recap of some of the other ratings Sonic Frontiers is currently getting from GamePoints, Gaming Ranting, 4/5 Pushing Square, 4/5 VGK, 4/5 Game Informer, 4/5 IGN, 3.5/5 GameSpot, 3.5/5 Games Radar Plus, 2/5 at the time of writing. Sonic Frontiers holds a score of 74 out of 100 on OpenCritic and 73 out of 100 on Metacritic, PS5 version. The final score may be adjusted over the next few days, but for now, Sega's latest effort is simply in a different league to Sonic Forces or Sonic Lost World, which is already a relief. Taking a closer look at the strengths and weaknesses of Sonic Frontiers, critics praise Team Sonic's commitment to innovation and individuality while staying true to its name even as it branched out into areas unfamiliar to the series. The game's vast open world and impressive scope indicate what lies ahead for the franchise. But most importantly, it has an amazing amount of content, a perfect sense of speed, and is just plain fun to play, even though it's pretty repetitive in nature. What could be better about Frontiers is the story, graphics, collectibles, and maintenance. Luckily, it's far from broken like Sonic the Hedgehog 06, but there are plenty of issues mentioned in various versions of the game. In addition, some players may find the upcoming game too difficult, especially in the side boss fights. You have been warned. Digital Dimension. The best that is in the game, but here it is not without jams. They are levels with a fixed camera for a couple of minutes, giving several challenges. For the most part, they keep it due to the most cheerful soundtrack, the general pace of the levels and competent level design. The latter is not sufficiently developed at all levels and often breaks down on the same camera. Levels in cyberspace constantly offer new ideas and allow you to look at the path differently depending on the challenge being performed. Only one moment for them, the interface with tasks within the level is not enough at all. Also, the character controller in 2D doesn't feel as good. So, on all the main points, it seems, everything, it's time to move on to conclusions. Liked, unusual movement and combat mechanics, it manages to get the player into the rhythm. A wide variety of opponents that require different approaches in battles. One thing is enough, such battles are enough for once. Excellent sound design, not exactly in line with the world of the Blue Hedgehog, but still a great introduction to the general rave. Dungeons in the form of linear levels in cyberspace, referring to the iconic locations of the series. Did not like, a very weak plot that takes a lot of time. Problems in style and combination of characters with the world around. Here, optimization problems associated with loading a location for a couple of meters are also added. Difficulties in switching the camera between dimensions, which is why Sonic often flies away where he doesn't need to. Completely broken meta. The meaninglessness and underdevelopment of many mechanics. General crookedness of boss battles. And what is the result? The new Sonic is hardly a good game. It provides a unique experience of movement within the framework of open worlds, for all its brokenness, and even sufficiently addictive. If for Sonic fans this can be a strong progression in the series and a reason to pick up the game, then for the average player this is not the best way to spend their time with all those projects that are coming out now. The game lacks polish on all mechanics, simplification of the plot and refinement of the art style. I would like to believe that the next part of the developers will do a better job with their tasks, but so far Sonic Frontiers cannot be called anything more than a rogue,